Hello again, and welcome back to some more Shadow the Hedgehog. You just call me Stent. Here we are once again. This time we're going to be doing the semi-hero route, arguably one of the more interesting, and part of me can't help but wonder as to whether or not it would be completely dismissed if, again, like I mentioned last time, we in theory ditch the whole semi-dark route. But let's just get into this regardless. Let's just get into this. Gonna go about this a slightly different way this time around, which is me gonna be doing the quote-unquote lesser ending first, in which case it's gonna be the dark ending first, and we're gonna save the hero ending for last, because honestly I think that's one of the better ones.
Why does that name
also, I feel it's a bit more thematically appropriate given...
and that gruesome image.
You know, we should probably save that for... Yeah, this is going to be one of the most interesting cases where I basically just do it in reverse order, where we start off with the pseudo after 40 thing, I guess. I think I have a good idea as to where we're going to be going at the very least. Mostly in that these first couple levels, well, it's just going to be the neutral route, so we're just, not today, Sonic, not today. I got places to be. Again, it's so weird, just... Still not used to hearing that sound effect, because I'm so used to playing the PS2 version. Why don't we just want to see how many times I get roadblocked throughout this entire level, because... Let's see what stopped me from just racing for all about this. One thing that I can't help but note, though, is I know a lot of people say that this game has sort of ice physics, but given the fact that as soon as you let go of the control stick, you basically just stop on a dime, part of me can't help but feel that in terms of control scheme, when it comes to more sort of conventional Sonic control, how it controls, this game seems to have it a little bit backwards. We'd think, like say with the classic, you'd think more, a bit more hard to stop and be a little bit slippery, and you'd have to do the whole sort of skate shoes thing, skidding animation, and well, it's still here. You don't really need to do it, because all you need to do is just stop moving. So it just sort of leaves the whole little break. Well, it's obviously just a nice little inclusion from the older games. It just feels mostly just like kind of superfluous, and more often will just lead you to taking falls which you normally wouldn't if you just let go of the control stick. Just like, I get why they did it, but at the same time, not how I'd prefer to go about it. Oh yeah, let's take the armored car this time. I don't think I'm taking that in a little bit. Let's just get over here and actually drive this to the end of the level, because there's nothing stopping us. Later, Sonic! Oh, I didn't actually shoot him in the face this time. No, that's fine, that's fine. Doesn't really matter. Just casually cruising throughout this whole city and... I don't know, part of me kind of prefers this to the Jeep in Sonic 06. I know a lot of people would prefer that one just because of the guns on it, but I don't know, just driving around a big armored personnel carrier like that, just has a little bit more catharsis to it. Also, it doesn't... Nobody... Don't worry, I'm sure more people will show up eventually. It just doesn't help that average LA commute. Yeah, that's also... we've also made that joke. Either Los Angeles, Portland, or I would say Birmingham, but there's no knives on this level. Still don't get that, because it's like the knives only appear in one level and then they're never again. Vehicles in the name don't fall through the map when they fly. Yeah, there's also that.
You've deliberately disobeyed me, Shadow.
Nobody cares, Black Tomb. We've already gone through this song and dance before. It's like, the vehicles in this are kind of pointless, but even so... Vehicles are pointless, but... I mean, aside from the Black Hawk and the air source, which are sort of mandatory to proceed in some levels, but aside from that, like the bikes and the jeeps and the armored personnel carriers, really kind of pointless, but I don't know, I still find them to be kind of fun inclusions at the very least. Just, it's there for flavor. It's there for color. Just like multiple, it's like all the various different chemicals filled with E numbers that you get in your soft drinks. They're just there for color. I mean, who cares if they, about the lasting implications of them? You know, they make your Sunny D look like it's radioactive. I guess if you're drowning a swarm of angry ghosts and chasing someone. Average Finnish commute, yeah. I feel that joke gets passed around a lot nowadays. Also, can I just, yes, I can technically skip this, even though it's kind of pointless. But at least you just get through that quicker just by going for it normally. Yeah, let me grab the Yamato. Pretty certain this thing doesn't actually have a name, I'm just referring to it as the Yamato for obvious reasons. Later, Knuckles. I'm off on my quest once again to gain power. You know, one thing has sort of struck my mind a little bit. This game holds a lot of parallels to Undertale. Mostly with the supposed repeating timeline and the morality choices and the cast of colorful characters, even though Undertale obviously has better writing. I say that, but this game does have some funny moments at the very least. Like, again, this has arguably one of my favorite characterizations of Sonic in the series. Outside of Black Knight, obviously, but everybody and their auntie talks about Black Knight, so take that as you will. You know what, let's go the normal route this time. I don't think the Yamato is necessarily well suited for flying enemies. Weirdly enough. Also, not well suited enough for enemies which aren't at ground level at all, so the worm thing's kind of a bit of a hard pass in that regard. It's kind of a shame, really, because, again, it's a samurai sword in basically the Sonic equivalent of Matrix of the Underworld, so it should be awesome, yet it's not really. Also... I thought so. Yeah, I think it's more so a recurring thing with all the melee weapons, in which Shadow just basically becomes Stretch Armstrong. Not sure anybody actually remembers those. I mean, I don't necessarily mind it from a more sort of cartoony, violent standpoint. It just sort of goes to show that, or sort of lampshade the more sort of inherent cartooniness of this series. It's like this game can be silly at times, intentionally, and silly unintentionally. And it kind of sort of undermines the whole, sort of underworldish vibe they're going for, with, you know, stuff like The Matrix and the original Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck, with Evanescence. So that's the sort of imagery that comes to mind when I originally think of this game. Just all this sort of grim, dark, edgy music with edgy stuff with new metal in the background, which is definitely what it became over time, but part of me can't help but feel that there's a little bit that's not really what all this game was supposed to be, if that makes sense.
I take orders from no one. I do as I
So, plan for this particular route. Mostly just gonna go through the route we took last time to get to the one where we beat up Eggman, the one which made no sense, and try to make something which makes a little bit more sense, so... probably just going to be going... through most of the same levels again, except for the last one. Which is definitely going to be interesting to look forward to. The rest of these, though, oh yeah, there's a particular thing which I keep forgetting to do. I think this is a good time to do it, since I'm skipping all the cutscenes again, since we've already seen them. Just want to quit out of here. The continue option. Let's see what happens when I do this.
Black Doom claims to have
Yes, you get Shadow narrating a sort of recap in case you needed to remember the 3 levels that you went through.
or not, but he's the only one I can trust for clues about my past. In this city,
Ah yes, this city, this particular city, no other. There are many like it, but this one is the one I found the Chaos Emeralds in.
wasteland.
I don't know. Glyphic Cannon didn't exactly scream scorching to me. Just sort of cold and dead.
Now there are only 4 emeralds to go, and I swear that I will find them all.
Gotta find them all. And then, I don't know, pawn them off. Yes, we've already seen you, Mr. President. We'll get to you later. For now, we need to get to killing the Nermies again. Alright, we've already seen this. Let's get moving.
I know this place. It feels like I've been here before.
I mean, I suppose that does make a little bit of sense at the very least, given, you know, trapped here for 50 years would sort of leave a mark, even though he was frozen for most of that. I'm trying to make commentary. I'm trying to make commentary because we've already been through this. We've seen the funny tank gun, we've seen the air sources, we've heard Charmy not know what a disc is. We've seen the rivers full of Mountain Dew. I'm sure you've already heard that particular joke before. Though, looking at this, I can't help but wonder just how much Half-Life has had an effect on games like this, because obviously Half-Life had, like, entire levels dedicated to radioactive goop on the ground, which you had to traverse. Well, I do gotta wonder, if Shadow is immune to all illnesses, does that include radiation poisoning? Because, I mean, this is radioactive, it's overtly radioactive, and yet Shadow seems perfectly fine. I mean, then again, Charmy's perfectly fine, but then again, he has brain damage, so I guess it's more sort of subjective than anything, him having radiation poisoning. I know it's not something you tend to want to think about in this series, but it's kind of hard not... Fantastic. Alright, I guess I'm gonna... You know, this is... I wasn't exactly expecting this to happen, considering I'm not actually doing this on disc. Alright. I had to turn off the entire GameCube for that, good lord. Well, here's hoping that, that's not gonna be a recurring thing, because that's the first time this has happened, actually. It's kind of feel a little smidgen bit. Also, here's a nice little behind-the-scenes thing. Yes, I do have a flippy drive, and yes, I am enjoying it quite a fair bit. Hey. I was just gonna have to fiddle with the memory card a little bit, so just bear with me, please. Okay, I think that's the right one. I mean, I do have the PS2 version, but I don't have the means to stream on the PS2. I'm doing this on hardware, technically speaking. Not sure where Flippy Drive rolls into that. Anyways, let's just try that again. Let's try that again. I'm just thinking that would have been a good opportunity to actually show off the recap, but that's the wrong button. Let's get going. Let's keep moving. Yeah, you can just skip it. And we get to see the president wondering about, just brooding over that picture on his desk for like the 3rd time in this stream. Goody goody gumdrops. Let's hope that this Let's hope it works this time. Because I don't like the implications that, even though there's no disc involved here, that it can still freeze like that. It's worrying. Damn it! No, I'm not interested in your disc, Charmy, at least not for a little bit. I mean, granted, we probably will be back here at some point to actually get the secret discs, but, not for the moment. Got the PS2, but yeah, the PS2 version is the one which I grew up with, even though, in hindsight, I would have probably preferred the GameCube version, because that's what all my other games just... I don't know, it just feels as though, for the most part, I kind of missed out on a lot of the sort of PS2 oldie but goldies, like, obviously, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, that sort of thing. Only real sort of, wholly unique PS2 games I remember playing would be, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, obviously, and, Klonoa 2. There's probably a few more in there, actually, but, it's like, those are the 3 that I remember, alongside, this, Riders, and Gems collection. Honestly, no idea why I got Riders and PS2 as well, because, again, I had the GameCube, and it plays perfectly fine on the GameCube. Yeah, just tell them not to mess with me, alright? Okay, so no freezing so far, hopefully that keeps up, because I'm just thinking, imagine if this happens whilst you're doing something like the Doom Dark, and it's like you get to, like, halfway, or at least most of the way through getting all, killing all the enemies on that particular level, and all of a sudden the game freezes and you have to do it all over again. I couldn't... Oh. It seems that Elgato was also, crashed. Let me just bring it back up. Okay. The most professional streaming experience. So sorry about that. I didn't notice until I actually looked at the stream. That's how borked my setup is. Okay. Yeah, we're basically back where we are. We got the tank guns. So we get to just have some fun with those. But basically, we're just a little bit after where we were when we froze up. So I don't think we really missed much. Yeah, just casually skip the disc. Not sure how you're expecting me to go without killing all you guys. Kind of counterintuitive if you ask me. Yeah, honestly, I'm not entirely certain as to why Shadow in his right mind would even go with this guy, considering just how unhinged he sounds, just with possible pyromania. I don't know, just tends to not give me the best feelings, to be brutally honest. Also, yeah, we've already seen this. Also, fairly certain those plant things are invincible. It's like you only are only able to make them shrink away for like a hot second before they come back. Yeah, just give me a sec. Chaos. Oh, and it even one-shots these guys as well. Just, yeah, generally speaking, me like tank gun. Tank gun equal fun. Just wanted to double check if there's not anything back there. Okay, let's carry on. Yeah, so far going by fairly smoothly. Fairly. Yeah, just I'm gonna have to... Nailed it. No, I want the tank gun. I want the tank gun. Give me the tank gun. Give me my gun back. Please. Fine, I'll get off and get it if I must. I have the rings, I can afford to do... Game, Please don't make me slide. Game, please. I want the there we go. We got the tank gun. Honestly, the amount of it, and there was one shot on it left. Fantastic. Hold up, let me just quickly bonk this one and that one. Wow, that one had 2 hits on it. Wow, they like really didn't want you to shoot that one. Thankfully, though, I'm playing a Sonic game, meaning that I can basically just tank all damage as long as I have a single ring on hand. I'm kind of surprised they haven't thought of a way for people to not abuse that mechanic over the years. It just seems a little bit too easy, if you ask me. Give me your assault rifle. Okay, just gonna get off the air saucer real quick, and I think this is normally where things would end off. I don't think it means for you to actually get that gun beetle, which flies by really fast, so there's that.
To all who oppose me. Now let's see the humans try to retaliate.
Yes, with all these leftover guard robots that somehow survived a nuclear explosion. And are just sort of left to rot in this desolate nuclear hellscape. It doesn't really necessarily seem like a big loss to them to lose all the robots here. Also,
I can't get these images out of my
trees
mind.
here don't seem all that irradiated to me.
How do they know me?
Yeah, I've already seen this, so let's just go on to the Doom. Goody goody gumdrops. You know, let's have a look at the recap whilst we're here. This may end up freezing the game again, but I'm curious to see what happens.
Who am I? I need to find the answer to that.
Because for some reason Rouge won't answer my calls.
The clues I have are the mystical Chaos Emeralds. I have to find them. I found the 3rd Chaos Emerald in the midst of a scorching wasteland. The next Chaos
Yes,
Emerald
again, not mentioning the nuclear waste all over the place.
there and recovered the 4th emerald. There are 3 more to go, and I'll do anything to get them.
Shadow, I don't think you want to phrase that, especially given your fan base, because they'll probably take doing anything to get them in a bit of a term that probably wouldn't be suitable for the stream, or life for that, or life in general. Anyways, it's time to become the medic again. It's time for me to become the Ubermensch. With these healing units, the healing units will have the side effect of making people disappear. He's just gone. He just got erased from existence. No, I'm not interested in your antics, Doom. I'm here to become the medic. I was made with the sole purpose of healing all the diseases, so that's what I'm going to do, because I am the medic. I am the best class in the game. I mean, obviously, I doubt that any of you would be interested in seeing me doing any 2 Fortress team streaming, but generally speaking, I've heard of the very least Medic is a fairly easy class to play. Then again, I kind of just stuck at the game in general, so it's sort of subjective if you ask me. Honestly, this room outside of those gun soldiers seems kind of pointless. Get him! Get him! Get him! Let's have a look around here. Ah, that just loops all the way around again. Got burnt out to playing the pure hero. I mean, given the pure hero route, I can't exactly blame you. That one is basically a little bit of a nightmare in of itself. That's a good question, Maria. What would they need all this for just one hedgehog? You just do the healing and the uber charge and don't chase after every single enemy and try to get saws off them. I don't know, for some reason I keep still making that mistake, just thinking that I can just go in and get saws, because everybody knows that the Ubersaw has a 95% critical hit rate. It's just a shame that it never seems to crop up when you need it to. Anyways, let's just shoot this guy in the face. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting that I can just basically use this to pacify enemies. It's nice.
Thank you so much.
See, and they're happy. They're happy. It's like, you know, guys, I think maybe we should call this whole raid thing off. You know, we could just talk about this over a nice cup of tea, maybe some biscuits, some jelly babies. I'd like that. Just want to double check, because I think... There you go, there's the healing, the healing, the healing. I know, I just like doing this, the funny German accent when it comes to the medic. The best class in the game. Okay, Maria, whatever you say, just, Sorry, you will please be unconscious. Oh, I didn't even need to beat these guys up. Sorry, Maria. You know what, let's take a ride together, you and me. You know, just to make up for it. You and your bulletproof vest. Just, again, kind of weird now that I think about it. Obviously, just sort of little design afterthought. What route is this again? Basically, make it up as I go route. We're going for semi-hero dark. The healing is not as rewarding as the hurting. I suppose it's kind of funny that I'm fairly certain canonically the heavy would probably be more okay with healing people than the medic. Considering, you know, sharing sandwiches around. No, Maria, don't do it, please! Oh, thank goodness. At least I'm thinking we have to go up here.
I can't read. Come here. Don't let him get away.
Oh, he just fell through the floor. The poor fool. Let's just see what's up here. Yeah, imagine actually getting hero mode on this particular level. It's like unprecedented almost. There we go. Just completely just obliterate those two off the face of the earth. His son, yeah, it's like he has trained his entire life to give the soldier a medium health pack. I really do want to get better at playing heavy. It's just, again. Okay, we're cool, I guess. Let's go this way. Maria seems to be perfectly fine with us going this way, I think. Again, just, I do quite like the spin dash in this game. I feel at the very least, initiating it is a little bit clunky. I kind of wish it was sort of still like in something like Adventure 1, just, the whole having to coming to a standstill and then launch yourself with it. It's... I think it works. Also, sorry. Do you mind, sir? I was gonna say you spooked me, but then you start coming in here with your bazookas, messing up the place, honestly. Sorry. Oh, there go all my, all the healing I have in my back pocket, so I guess we're just gonna go this way. Ah. Sorry, fellas. See, even Maria's understanding about it. It's like, yeah, we did what had to be done in order for us to survive. As opposed to, you know, the rest of the cast just berating you constantly to be like, stop doing it, Shadow, why are you doing this? And it's just like, I need to kill them to proceed the level, you guys, come on. At least oh wait, there's still more folks over here that we can save? Alright, let's go this way, I guess.
Man, forgive me.
You know, let's give these guys a heal unit as well. Let's just give them a heal unit while we're here. I'm hoping at the very least we can do this a fair bit faster than last time, since I'm fairly certain I know where I'm going. Alley up. Yeah, here we go, this way. And last one should be in here. Yay, we win. That went so much smoother than last time, just
I will protect the people.
I will protect the people of the Ark, damn it! Yeah, Maria's just there waving, all cute. It kind of reminds me of Elise's victory screen in 06. Also kind of cute in that respect, though, yeah, Maria's a fair bit more endearing here, at the very least. Yeah, we've already seen this. We already know what we're in for. We're in for, constantly getting irradiated by his particle beam cannon. I could have just stuck on the wall there, and it would have worked. Eyes are a bit of nothing. Well, yeah, that's just the human models in this game. Just... I appreciate at the very least that, it feels as though between Frontiers and, Shadgen that we're starting to get actual good human character models now. Because, like, the human character designs for, like, Sage and Maria I think are perfectly fine. It's like, if that was just the standard for the rest of the human models throughout the rest of the series, then I would be perfectly fine with that. Like, I imagine a lot of people would go absolutely feral for Professor Victoria if she actually made it into a game with a proper 3D model. Because I know that a lot of people went feral for her anyways. I'm out of missiles! Do you have any more missiles for me to use against you, sir? Thank you. Thank you very much. Seriously, it feels as though it's almost impossible to predict where that will go. Maybe it's just me being bad. Ah yes, aerial mines. I do also appreciate at the very least this still using like the Bigfoot music from Adventure 2, just nice little bit of continuity there. Wait, was Black Doom... I mean, I guess this is all supposed to be an illusion, so... I guess it makes sense in that regard. Anyways. Yeah, get out of here, all of you. I'm sick of looking at you.
Perfect.
Going through this particular storyline, lightning quick, by the looks of it. Awkward? Yeah, a little bit. Just, almost sort of devalues the whole trying to, act good when you know it's just all in Shadow's head, and it's just... I guess you could argue it's Shadow trying to rebel against Black Doom's influence, but, maybe I'm thinking a little bit too hard into it. The question we all ask ourselves every day.
My lost past lies with seeking out the Chaos Emeralds.
For which there is barely any answer to it.
Years ago, I helped Maria escape and rescued the research team. Just when we thought it was safe, Gun with its aerial craft.
Ah, so is this really supposed to be what Shadow remembers, or just...
Life, I felt my hatred for humanity return. Vile humans, I will never forgive you for what you have done.
Yeah, I don't know. The way this puts it, it feels a little bit confusing. Feels like they could have done more. Yeah, just... It's like if they put stuff like the Doom and, really just sort of used a lot of the elements here to flesh out a proper Dark route, then I think it could have been a whole bunch more interesting, but as is, it just kind of feels half-baked. Oh, Shadow's... Yeah, we're not going to be messing around with Robotnik this time around. We've had your fun, Robotnik. Now it's time to side with Omega. Yes, we need to take care of Robotnik's stupid balloon. Which looks I don't know, it does sort of remind me of the Egg Albatross a little bit, mostly just, I guess, because of the cannons on the side. Also, maybe a little bit of Rayman 2 in there? I don't know, what do you reckon? Anyways, we gotta give chase. Yeah, but I don't have any weaponry on me, Omega, so you're gonna have to excuse me a little bit whilst I grab my bearings. Okay, we have the weapons. Where is the balloon? It feels a little bit awkward there, not being balloon, balloon. You're late to the shoot, balloon. I do appreciate at the very least, Omega, it's just not really complaining about you beating up gun robots. It's just like, Shadow, we have better things to do. This is like, we're here to kill Eggman, not these other useless robots. So yeah, this is basically just another one like in the whole shooting the President's escape pod mission, where basically we just have to shoot down this balloon real quick. I don't know, I feel that's a fairly decent amount of damage. Do you mind, sirs? Do you mind? I'm busy trying to shoot down a hot air balloon. Kinda sort of feels like a fairly crummy means of transport, if you ask me, but then again, I'm not Robotnik. And then again, I suppose it does fit in with the sort of ridiculous stuff you do in, like, the olden Western continuities, like SAT AM and whatnot. Ah, yes, more tank guns. Just more comparisons to Prison Island. Amazing. Do burn up her... Well, I suppose I could, because one thing which I've been thinking about for sort of a New Year's resolution is I kind of want to stream more GameCube games. Possibly. Get out of my way, Bigfoot. Bigfoot, please. I need to shoot this balloon. I need to shoot the balloon. This thing's surprisingly bulky, if I do say so myself. Oh, never mind. The power of the tank gun. And Omega's pirouetting.
We'll find the truth from you.
Anyways, the way I see it, streaming more GameCube games definitely isn't something that's off the table. It's just wondering whether or not the algorithm will just completely nuke my channel for doing it. It'll make... I'm sure it will, I'm sure it will. I'll just, I'll have to keep that in mind. That there is an audience for more GameCube games. It's just a matter of whether YouTube will see it that way. Because, you know YouTube, it's, it would probably be, happier if I wasn't here. Along with a whole bunch of other people, for that matter. I just love how casual the shadow androids look. Oh. Never mind, I guess I'll just, shoot you myself.
Next time we meet, you won't be so lucky. Just you wait and see.
I don't know, Robotnik seems oddly chill here.
An android? Me?
Mario Sunshine or Luigi's Mansion? Yeah. Because I know a lot of people like Mario Sunshine, even if it isn't exactly the most, well put together game or the most satisfying to 100% complete. Ah, new cutscenes. All of a sudden we're on the Ark for some reason.
Damn it. What does it all mean? These memories, the doctor's actions and words. Nothing makes sense.
Exactly.
Is it real?
Nothing that we've gone through so far in this whole storyline makes sense, and why are you here, Oliver Garden?
Who are you?
It's very funny how Shadow Angles look very low poly compared to Shadow. Yeah, I mean, it is a little bit endearing, but at the same time, yeah, you can definitely tell just low poly Shadow clones. I sort of get why they did it at the same time, it is still quite funny.
Maria?
Oh, it's lore time.
Maria was like a sister to me. She was the only family I knew.
Yeah.
And because of you...
Yes, it's
she
Oliver
was
Garden.
killed.
As I like to call him. This was before he got his official name in Dark Beginnings, so I guess Oliver Garden is,
That horrifying evil creature.
isn't exactly off the table at this point in the timeline.
Black creature, and that insane professor who unleashed it all.
So, the professor created me with black...
I was made from a gay couple.
Me, it's not just about Maria. Thanks to you, everyone I knew and loved was...
I'm fairly certain there's been a whole bunch of jokes about that, in all honesty. Just, the fact that Shadow has two dads like Sonic has two moms. It's like a mirror. It's like poetry. It rhymes.
If what you say is true,
Nothing personnel, kid.
respectfully accept my fate.
If I recall, he did... Yeah, Abraham Tower, his name in Dark Beginnings did originate in Archie, penned under Flynn, so it's just that small bit of continuity. Yeah, exactly. I just like to call him Oliver Garden because of the movies. Because when you're there, you're family. Anyways, now it's time for possibly one of the more interesting levels in the game. Possibly. But before that, let's do the recap. Let's do the recap real quick. Let's see what Shadow has to say about this whole matter.
The truth is hidden in my memories.
Also, you can... The recaps also show up once you do boss fights as well, so... Just been skipping over a fair few of those as well, so sorry.
To stir inside of me. I made it to the jungle.
Something has begun to stir. Yes, I probably shouldn't have had that coffee earlier.
There was a battle between me and one of his robots, but in the end, I got the 5th Chaos Emerald. I'm an android?
Yeah, Sonic has two moms, though, that being said, they're from different continuities, so in terms of Sonic's two moms, there's Bernadette in the comics and Alina in Underground. Which, I don't think many people remember both of them at the same time, it's usually just one. Oliver Garden is more of a hilarious... Yeah, exactly, that's why I make the joke constantly.
So,
Along with Sonic having two moms. I mean, yes, he also does have a dad in the comics, but it's kind of weird is that Sonic... I don't think Sonic's dad is ever elaborated on in Underground at all. It's just... Alina's just a single mom, along with triplets born. The throne awaits. Anyways, it's time for Cosmic Fall. Probably one of the more interesting final levels in the game. As you can see, the whole level just has a massive time limit around it, and, I think that's mostly just a sort of, oh, there's a big time limit there, ooh. It's mostly just sort of supposed to throw you off, just like with Central City. But, considering how long it is, I don't think you necessarily have to worry about it. The thing you do have to worry about, obviously, is the fact that you're hovering over a massive death pit the whole time. Just homing attack chains over bottomless pits, the level.
passageways are collapsing.
Should we even talk? I mean... The most I hear people talk about Underground now is mostly just for the weird art style and references to DeviantArt because it was made by the French. Shoot. Alright, I guess we're, let's go Shadow Rifle here. Because why not? Yeah, well maybe you shouldn't put all your mooks in my way, so I get a good dark score. Yeah, mostly for a lot of this level you're just gonna be waiting around for platforms to appear in front of you. Like so. And just sort of trusting the camera to have your back in these instances. Also, you can sort of tell this is a hero route because it's mostly just Black Arms enemies. Ah. Yeah, I remember this level being fairly rough at certain points, though I don't think this starting section is too bad. Again, it's mostly just not dawdling is the main thing. Get out of here, you. Ah. And more light ring, and more light dash ring paths to help speed the process up. Is nice. And look who it is! Hey, Vector! I know you're talking about your computer room, Vector, but we're not doing that right now. But since we're here, Vector, since you're here, this is like the only level you're on. We have to do the funny line, so
Find the chaos.
a moment's silence, please. Say the line, Vector.
Find the computer room!
Yay! Alright, see you later, Vector. And for most of this, it's just, oh yeah, this is, I think, like the only other level aside from another one which features the artificial chaos, which... Kind of surprised they weren't in Space Gadget, in all honesty. Just, I don't know, sort of, it's another missed opportunity, I feel. Just not having these enemies which are heavily associated with the Ark. Yeah, I think this is one of the more annoying segments in the level. Just, spinning platforms. I think it's mostly just the expert mode version of this level, which is more of a pain. Considering you have platforms which rotate on the other axis, so you're constantly having to worry about that. Also, I think... yeah, these things just explode. Until we get onto this one, where we're just waiting for a little bit. Oh look, we even have all these rings to sort of keep you placated. Isn't that nice? Yeah, once you really get down to it, this level features a lot of waiting. I think this is the most egregious example of it. Also, even include nice little balloons for you to grab on your way down. Really sort of reminds me of Power Plant in that respect with the elevators. And look at that, nice little checkpoint. Oh, it was these platforms I was thinking about, the ones which rotate and are kind of annoying. I have no idea how I managed to get through that, in all honesty. I thought I was being a little bit too greedy there, but I guess not. Okay, I got a little bit greedy. Oh. It just keeps going. Good to know.
Not here.
Anywhere but here, man. Oh, so I don't even have to deal with these rotating platforms. I can just go down here, and look, we got these cool grinding segments, sort of reminiscent of Final Rush. Again, kind of wish that we got the sort of ascending grind rails for Adventure 2, which existed a lot as sort of background set dressing in this game. I'm sure you know what I mean. We'll save that for now. Oh, threaten me with a good time, why don't you? And yeah, I think this is another one of those instances where it just recycles a lot of level assets from Space Gadget. Okay, I think we're maybe a little bit screwed here. How will we get out of this one, I wonder? Is there anything we can interact with here, which will impede... Okay, there's a platform up there. Is there a... There doesn't seem to be any sort of switch... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, there doesn't seem to be a... Sonic Rush was released the same year this came out. Yeah, I also streamed Rush earlier in the year. Weirdly, one of my most viewed streams for some reason. Silly Black Doom, that's not a jar, that's a door. Anyways, here's the dark mission done. See you later, Vector.
Where am I from? Where am I going?
Where did I come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Somehow still got a B rank for that. Go watch that. Yeah. It was quite the ordeal, if I do say so myself. Just the special stages, man. They are some of the best in the series, but at the same time, Still quite rough.
Shadow.
Hey, Robotnik. You back?
And those 6 Chaos
You back for round 2, buddy?
Like a good boy.
I don't think anybody wants to hear Robotnik say good boy ever again. For that, I'm gonna have to beat you up.
Give me the Chaos Emeralds, and I will spare your life.
Doctor,
What?
What was that whole thing about an android thing? Now you're giving me mixed signals here, Doctor.
I made a promise to all the victims aboard the Ark.
This is nonsense. You will obey me.
Prepare for unforeseen consequences, Shadow.
I will not allow you to defile my grandfather's legacy. Now,
No, I think you've done more to defile it in all honesty. Because, you know, Shadow was sort of Gerald's living legacy. Oh, hey, Vector, what are you doing here? Oh, so yeah, Vector's just here for this fight, so in terms of fighting the egg deal, you're mostly weirdly just doing it with all power-type characters.
not Shadow Fever.
Am I a... Yes, I am a rabbit. Sometimes it may be a little bit hard to tell because, ears too long. Just want to check, does this level actually have weapons on it? Because I could have sworn one of these particular levels had actual guns on it which you could use. Oh hey, this one actually has bridges on it, so you can actually make it into the center point. Unlike in the other versions of the level. Almost fell off the whole level. Oh, I think this is the first time we're actually getting to see Pawn Fever.
To be skewered.
Just... I don't know. It doesn't necessarily seem to affect me at all that much. It just spawns egg pawns, but doesn't really showcase it. But yeah, in terms of the characters you fight this thing alongside, it's Knuckles, Omega, and Vector, which were all power-type characters in Heroes. This is sort of a nice little funny link there. I imagine if there was a 4th egg dealer boss fight, you'd be fighting it as Big. Just gonna put that out there.
Beautiful rain.
But technically speaking, I think this is technically the boss fight you fight the most often, at least in terms of the endings, because obviously you got both neutral endings. You got semi-dark hero, semi-hero dark. So, yeah. This is the boss fight you're fighting the most often at the end of each route. I mean, I guess it is the most thematically appropriate since it is Robotnik, but at the same time... I don't know, I kind of feel as though for the most part, outside of the Shadow Android plot, Robotnik doesn't necessarily have that much bearing on the whole sort of main plot with the whole Black Arms incursion, outside of maybe Egg Fleet, but then again, that seems so detached from everything. Alright, here we go again. Get over here, you. Alright, time for the double whammy. There we go, that's that fight over with. Again, just went by oddly smoothly.
Be gone. I will not allow you
Be
to
gone,
defile the
Fox.
Ark with your presence.
There we go. Nice and smooth. Just the way I like my coffee. Yeah, unlike Semi-Dark, Semi-Hero actually has unique music for its endings. Like this little nice little melancholy piece. It's nice.
Finally,
I wish final bosses had more variety for each the ending like this one would involve Robotnik having a mech that's sort of reminiscent of... Like having artificial chaos sort of related enemies in this, that would have been cool.
Who created you?
I am Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form, born and raised aboard the Ark.
Like in West Philadelphia.
I am the protector of the Ark. I am living proof of the ultimate life form. This is who I am.
What?
Leave now and never return. I won't allow anyone to violate the sacred Ark.
Also, yeah, this is the only ending in which Shadow doesn't kill Robotnik. He just sort of tells him to leave and just decides to spend the rest of his days aboard the Ark in this timeline, I guess. A little bit sad, I guess, just dooming himself to perpetual loneliness, but at the same time, it's not the saddest ending. That comes later. Yeah, in terms of the whole sort of Black Arms conflict, it really feels as though the neutral and sort of semi-hero routes don't seem to have that sort of much bearing on it, outside of semi-hero hero, which we're going to be doing next. Also, yeah, we just have this music as well, which people constantly brew to, along with stuff like All of Me and Broken. Sometimes I wish I was a tiny little fish. I think I'll save this for later, though. I'll save this when we do the other ending. For now, though, let's get right into it. I know exactly which particular route we're going to be going this time around, and I think, considering we're going alongside Vector, I think it only makes sense to side a fair bit with the chaotic, so this isn't going to be pure pure semi-hero in the purest aspect, but like, we are going to be getting that particular ending. It also means that we're going to be going into a particular level which is also kind of notorious alongside... Now that I think about it, it's kind of funny with this stream, we're basically just going through two of the worst levels in the game. I mean, I guess now that I think about it, technically all the worst levels. Because I definitely know how to plan ahead, me. I guess that just means that when we get to the next stream, which is probably going to be the last, that's the one where I'm going to have to really dedicate myself to playing some more of the fun levels. But for now, it's time that we finally side with Ogilvy. It's like he finally gets to appear in his own video game series. You can tell it's been a while since I've had to practice this particular voice. I don't know, Shadow, I probably wouldn't be caught dead with those things unless it's, you know, Super Smash Brothers. Like, on one hand, I sort of get it in that sort of Sonic Says way, where it's like, guns aren't inherently cool, Shadow, they're not toys. Even though, I suppose by comparison, it's supposed to make Sonic a fair bit more vanilla by comparison. It's gonna be interesting to see if this whole Shadow side brand rumor is actually true. What that means for Sonic. Because does that just mean all the sort of more interesting story beats just go to Shadow and Sonic is just sort of left with substanceless dregs? Because I don't think most people would be into that. Then again, at this point we can only really theorize as to what the future holds. Because I can definitely see the concerns on both ends to the whole Shadow side brand argument, because obviously Shadow is obviously, I keep saying obviously, one of the more multiple characters in being arguably cooler than Sonic, or at least was around when this and Adventure 2 came out. But on the other hand, you got the question of, is this just going to take away from Sonic? And Sonic's just going to become less and less of a priority.
I repeat, this is not a grill.
Because I think the worst thing that could happen if we get the Shadow sort of side brand thing is we get games like Lost World and Forces. Except without the sort of promise of tone, it's just sort of, again, not much substance there, which... And it's all just sort of nice and squeaky clean, like, I think Rumble's a good example of it, actually, where everything's just sort of nice and squeaky clean and, family-friendly. Trademark. Registered. Again, I don't buy that for a second, Sonic. It's like... This invasion happened in like 30 seconds. This is like perfect chaos all over again. I already made that comment previously, but it doesn't make it any less true. I know, Sonic. I know, Ogilvy. Let's get going. Don't call me Ogilvy. Again, also thinking that hero mode is just blue team overcharge as well. I think there's 3 enemies over here, so that's all of them. We win. And we get to blow up the tank again. It's just, again...
Disgusting black creatures. Get out of my sight.
Shadow! You can't say that in current year. Everybody's already made that joke, but it doesn't change things. Okay, now we get to showcase this particular cutscene, because I skipped it previously.
The black aliens have hit 6 major cities.
Sir, we just heard Shadow saying some rather derogatory things. Do we think we should, send in the SWAT team for this one? Sir? Because I know that you don't particularly like Shadow, sir. This could be the perfect time to incriminate him. I don't know, sir. Just, sort of ad-libbing here.
Shadow? Deploy the troops now, and if you find
Okay, so you came to a decision, sir. Very good. I'll round up the squad right away, sir. He won't know what hit him.
soldier, he's evil and he's the enemy.
Right you are, sir. It's just like POV, you said anything on Twitter in 2025. Just get the SWAT team sent around to your house. What's with the Zenith? I don't know, it's just, one of those things where they thought it sounded good and earnest, and yet it just came out wrong, I suppose.
How about a little friendly competition?
Don't waste my time.
Sonic, we have other priorities here, like this giant starfish constantly in my face telling me to kill all humanity. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of repeating the timelines where I kill everyone. It's not fun.
Guess that means welcome to the next level.
Can you please stop acting as though Flynn wrote this game, Sonic, please? So for this one, we're gonna have to do the dark mission, meaning we just get to skip all the way over to the end and ignore the tank this time. So, see you later, Sonic. Yeah, let's get out of here. I think this is one of the levels which was mostly shown off in like beta footage. I think this is definitely one of the more sort of standout levels I wanted to showcase, as far as I'm aware, which is funny because obviously it's just Westopolis Part 2 technically. Ah, no, you told me to withdraw, buddy, so I'm withdrawing. I'm hauling as fast as I can here. But fine, I'll just beat up a couple of innocent bystanders. Why not? Don't call me Slowpoke. Call me Slow Bro. Hey, don't blame me for them getting in the way of my homing attack. You know that I can't really control this thing. Not right now, Sonic. Okie doke. Hey, they got in my way. I was gonna take damage if I did that. I was gonna take damage if I didn't slide there, sir. You want me to survive to become your top soldier, don't you? So just let me do my thing and I'll try not to hurt any more of your men. Alright? Alright. One thing I will say is I think this is one of those particular levels which stands out for not having particularly memorable music. I feel that's a problem that this game tends to have a little bit, where a lot of the music isn't exactly as earwormy, if that's a word, as a lot of the other games. Like, it's nowhere near as memorable as tracks like from Adventure, Adventure 2, Heroes, the classics, for example. It mostly just really feels like background music, if that makes any sense. Just sort of stuff that's thematic to the level you're in, but not exactly something you'd listen to on your own time. Sort of like the old Dragon Ball Z soundtrack now, when I think about it, where, yeah, it fits well for what it's going for, but it's not really stuff that you'd go back and listen to outside of the odd track, like Super Saiyan 3, Gohan Angers, that sort of thing. I mean, hopefully that sort of comparison makes sense. Oh, so yeah. I want to hear what everybody has to say about the evil gas. I don't know what the dark gauge means in the context of this whole thing, guys, please. Okay, I still find that particular line quite funny. It's just like, you can imply that, you can make so many Droog jokes with that, it's not even funny. Inhaling this gas fills me with evil. Shadow, that's a vape. I know. It fills me with evil. Okay, I think you've had enough time smoking, old chum. I don't think vaping is for you, buddy. Whatever, I'm just gonna go on my cool bike and act cool with my pistol out, which I hold sideways for some reason, because people think that's cool for some reason. As I tell people to stay in school and don't do drugs. I know, Shadow, kind of getting mixed messages from you at the moment. I'm just trying to figure out what kids think are cool nowadays. You mean like in a 2025 sense or a 2005? What do you mean 2025? I've been trapped in this time loop for 20 years. Well, yeah, Shadow, didn't you know? No. I don't remember anything, Sonic. That's why I'm going on this whole quest. To get my memories back. Oh. Well, that sounds more like a you problem. Sonic. Yeah, that's what you get, Sonic. You get to say the damn word in front of all the kids. No. Please tell me you weren't recording that shit. Yes, I was, Sonic. We're on screen, buddy. I don't know where I'm going with that, but hey, I padded out the rest of the levels so I can say I wrap this up. Yay.
I don't know who he is, but for now, I have to believe him. That's it.
Okay, I believe you.
Perfect.
You know, let's do a little bit of more of a recap here, just to see what we have to work with. I think, technically speaking, recaps start after you complete Westopolis.
Hand over that Chaos Emerald.
I'll get you in a bit, Black Doom. I just need to show off this whole game mechanic thing. I mean, we already did technically show it off, but I figure since I kept forgetting to do it, I'm gonna show as much of it off as I can.
Who am I? The key to the mystery lies with the one who calls himself Black
Or
Doom.
Rouge, but she keeps refusing to answer my calls for some reason.
All the Chaos Emeralds, and then disappeared. I don't know what or who he is, but the answer must lie with the Chaos Emeralds. That much I do believe.
Yeah, honestly, the hero route in,
The Chaos Emeralds. I came to a high.
honestly, the one route which really makes the most sense for you to go on is Westopolis Interdigital Circuit, regardless of which one you do, given how the game is set up with its opening cutscene.
Evil power will be mine.
Ah yes, evil power, as opposed to good power.
Hand over that Chaos Emerald, or else.
So, think you have a chance against me?
Yeah.
Look, I don't take orders, especially from you.
Except from Gun, that happens after this game. Or, you know, Gerald, but I don't remember that for some reason.
Back off.
Rouge keeps refusing to tell me.
You still don't know your place, do you? Black Bull, I summon you.
I choose you, whatever the hell this thing is.
Behold, the wrath of Black Arms.
I just love that little woohoo he does. It's great. Just, again, small moments like this with Sonic, I just love. Just super I mean, I can definitely see why people constantly compare him to Goku when he has this sort of attitude towards fighting big guys. Check you out, big guy. Sonic, people are gonna take that out of context, please. Please stop making those kind of quotes. I don't know, big guy. I'm having a lot of fun here. Sonic, please. You know what the internet is like. You bet I do. Oh, please don't tell me you're into it, Sonic, please. not Patch. Shush. I know what it is, but it just a lot of the lines that Sonic has just feel weirdly flirtatious. It's sort of like, it's games like these where I can definitely see why people would constantly envision Sonic and Shadow kissing, given just how Sonic is acting constantly. Just like, there's a time and a place for everything, Sonic, but right now we're in the middle of just fighting this massive flying slug. Yeah, kill it, Shadow. When did you get so bloodthirsty? He's like, it was weird when Tails was getting bloodthirsty, but you... Actually, with you, it makes a fair bit more sense, actually, so, forget I said anything. There we go. End of the line update reference.
Out of my way, alien monster.
Ah, yes. Alien monster. That's one way of putting it. I mean, we feel as though we're really sort of covering our base with regards to this whole recapping. I'm probably not going to do it next stream, since we've probably already gone through most of the stuff that I want to go through here, but may as well showcase it off nonetheless. Lemon Emerald obtained. Now it's time to get, what flavor would the Grey Emerald be? I know it's technically white, but I'm used to calling it the Grey Emerald from Fleetway.
Black Doom claims to have knowledge of my past.
I'm starting to think I shouldn't believe him.
Deliver the 7 Chaos Emeralds to him. I don't know if that's true or not.
Because again, I haven't found Rouge this entire time.
About my past. Black Doom and I left the city behind.
Ah yes, I left the city with Black Doom, and then I immediately backstabbed him and decided to... It's like the story here already doesn't make much sense.
Where did you go, Black Doom?
Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? For some reason I keep making that joke. That Joe joke. Anyways, let's see what the president is doing.
Mr. President, we've received a report from the Central
Ah yes.
Intelligence Agency.
Alexa, what is the CIA?
Successfully pushed back the black aliens from Westopolis. We've also managed to suppress enemy forces.
Ah yes, 5 other cities which we're not going to elaborate on at all. Like, was it the rebuilt Station Square? Well, it probably wasn't Central City because it's directly in the background there and looking weirdly on fire despite its not being on fire yet and not actually appearing at all in this particular timeline.
Yes, Mr. President.
Again, though, just outright saying terrorists in 2005.
Tyranny and annihilation by you two heroes. Now mankind must protect this.
It's kind of wild now, just thinking about it.
We must stand united to defend our world against these invaders.
So we can go back to killing each other. Like real humans should. I don't know, at least that's the sense I get. I mean, again, I do have to wonder how much of real-world history applies to the Sonic universe, because the way I see it, when the game came out, the Space Colony arc was commissioned, like, in the 1950s. So, was it built after World War II? Did World War II even happen? Did World War I even happen? Just...
What?
Again, it's like one of those things where you think, where were the minions from 1939 to 1945? It's probably stuff that, you probably shouldn't think about, but you can't help but do so. Anyways. Alright, since we're helping the Chaotix this time around, it's time to, I'm not interested in helping you anymore, Black Doom. I got places to be. Alright, Charlemagne, let's go find your stupid discs. This is a disc, Charmy. You see what it is? Anyways, nice little tidbit here, but Charmy, it's just Mountain Dew, Charmy. You drink it constantly. It's just like 95% sugar. Yeah, it really is just distracting that that Charmy really is just Max from Pokemon in this game. Yeah, it's just like Goku, where the concept of just, beating up all these aliens is like the most exciting thing in the world. I'll tell you what, I'm getting excited, y'all. I'm just thinking, if I ever do stream a Dragon Ball game, it's gonna be super weird. Me just constantly just trying to refrain from trying to do, like, Hick Goku. I don't know, just, the graphics aren't good enough to tell that. I do gotta wonder, though, are the quote-unquote red fruits here, like, radioactive as well? Is that what this is about? Because you take damage whenever you touch them. So happy that I decided to side with you this time, Charlemagne. Totally most triumphant. Yes. It's a wonder how Vector is able to get along with you so well, Charlemagne. I'm the one who... Do you want me to look for your stupid discs or not, Charlemagne? Shut up. I mean, at the very least, I can appreciate, at the very least, that he's supposed to be sort of intentionally annoying, unlike in something like not Free Riders, Team Sonic Racing, where everybody is just unintentionally annoying and insufferable to listen to. I don't know, let's find out, Charlemagne. How dare you stand where he stood, please! How dare you try to do the Klonoa Wahoo! I will not forgive you for this transgression. Part of me kind of wishes that the Air Saucer had that sort of same sort of Tony Hawk energy to it when sort of grinding on rails is stuff like Adventure 2 or Riders. Yeah, maybe we should just leave him alone for the time being. And now we get to a whole segment of the level which is whole unique to the hero routes. I think we're mostly just dealing with Black Arm soldiers from here on out. He did it again! I think it's more sort of interesting to wonder who is the more insufferable, Charmy or Neptunia? Hyperdimension Neptunia, because I remember her also being quite annoying, from what I heard. That wasn't so bad, actually. Outside of Charlemagne not shutting up at all.
Once I've got all the Chaos Emeralds, then I'll know the truth.
Yeah, don't get too comfortable, Charlemagne. We aren't buddy-buddy just yet.
Perfect.
Nor will we ever be. It's my favorite level from favorite game, Shadow the Hedgehog 2. Yes, and now it's over. Now we're going to the other cyberspace level.
You done yet? At this rate, the entire day will be wasted.
Yeah! Whole day wasted.
Hey, back off. Data retrieval isn't exactly my
Well, yeah, you're a ninja, obviously.
Let me
Kind of surprised that none of them really are into tech.
Buckingham, Charmy!
Also, I kind of find it funny that Charmy sounds muffled here, despite Vector not covering his mouth.
Well, if it isn't Shadow, your time
Yeah, Charlemagne invited me here for some reason. Figured you needed some help, something to do with some stupid discs.
Don't ask why.
Yeah, just no questions, damn it, no questions.
Well, what a coincidence.
What
What
coincidental happenstance? Ah yes, Shadow the ultimate tin tech support. Part of me kind of wishes I could do this to my work laptop when it doesn't work the way I want it to. It's probably going to come out of my wages, so I probably shouldn't.
This may be the big case. SBO, we're counting on you.
Yeah, that's right, SBO. Go and reenact that weird Tron movie, which apparently bombed at the box office. I don't know, this is 2005. It was before even Legacy came out. I don't know. I mean, I liked it. I like the original Tron. Vector, you're the only one who's ever watched Tron. Well, yeah, exactly. I liked it. And here we are with Mad Matrix. Weirdly, the level which I feel bears more resemblance to the digital circuit we got in Crossworlds. So yeah, I think for this particular mission, we're actually going to be siding with SBO here. No particular reason. Actually, yeah, there is a particular reason why, because I want to. I want a whole level where we get to side with all of the chaotics in one playthrough. Also, yeah, a lot of assets from Digital Circuit also make their way over to here as well. Oh, look at that cool slide he does. Oh, that's so cool. All he needs is like a set of sunglasses and he'd be like proper Secret Service Egg Robo. It's so awesome. Apparently, yeah, also apparently Robotnik has the same sort of weird security orb-looking things that Gunn does in the CIA mainframe. I'm guessing they both just opted for Norton. I don't know. Hold still. Yeah, welcome to this whole level's unique gimmick. The panel system, where you have to shoot out to step on the panels in order to get them to work. Yeah, it's almost as though Robotnik put all this stuff in the blockchain. Ah yes, Mad Matrix, which hosts arguably one of the worst missions in the game alongside the Doom Dark, where you have to detonate all these bombs along this roadway. Only problem is that it's kind of difficult to really orient yourself. I guess we're just gonna have to go this way, I guess. So main thing here is to just go to all three of these towers and go through them, basically. We'll do the yellow one first since it's closest. I think that there's no necessarily correct order you have to do them in, you just have to do all of them. So let's just do this one since we're here. Main thing here is Lello. Thankfully, SBO doesn't screw up the the panel puzzles, so we don't have to worry about that. It's all you, baby. Ah, yes, the yellow tower. You can tell because it's yellow. I'm not sure why you particularly care, SBO. Yeah, you also have issues like this, where you accidentally just step on one and you have to, you really just sort of have to watch your step on these sometimes. I mean, it's a neat gimmick at the very least. We'll just see how it drags on after a while. I think this one isn't too bad, actually. Ah, yes, this one, where you have to go around this whole ring-a-rosy thing. It's starting to come back to me now. Admittedly, when it comes to Mad Matrix, it's not one which I am the most memorable on. Because I don't tend to come back to this level, especially after trying Mad Matrix Dark. Because, honestly, this is one of the levels which makes the most sense to go into Iron Jungle. The only problem is you have to do it via the Dark route, and the Dark route sucks. Okay, that's purely on me. Yeah, Dark route sucks because, gonna be honest, especially with how noisy the color palette of this game is, just trying to do the Dark route as a kid in this game just straight up just gave me a migraine. And I just couldn't continue after that. I couldn't stand it. I can stand no more. So, we're not going to be doing Mad Matrix Dark. Sorry to disappoint. Ah. Guessing this particular route is really into its rings.
Step into the light.
Oh, that one wasn't so bad, actually. I think it's the green tower, which is the one I remember being the most, painful of the bunch. So, we'll just get that one out of the way next. Is there any way for us to actually get out of here? I guess we'll go this way and just make our way towards the green tower. It's definitely the furthest along, but may as well get that one out of the way. Because, I don't know, it feels kind of thematically appropriate to do the red tower last, mostly because there's something else in there. Oh yeah, and here's where the keys are. You know, since I don't think we're going to be coming back to this level that often, let's see what's behind the magic door. Oh, it just gives you a straight shot to the red tower. That's pretty cool. But, we're not going this way. We're going to have to go all the way over here, and all the way over to the green tower. I think this should be a straight start to the green tower, actually. Very good. Yeah, green tower I remember being arguably the hardest. Oh yes, it should be a terminal, as though that hasn't been a recurring thing with all these terminals already. Yeah, there's a reason why I recall this one being the hardest. And for that, we need to go inside. Ooh, rings. So yeah, thematically, honestly, I kind of like this level, actually. It's like, if it wasn't for the dark mission, then I'd actually like this level a fair bit. Okay, so just gotta... This particular tower really likes the whole moving platform thing. As we'll see in a little bit, because I remember that being a particularly egregious part of this whole segment. Especially this bit right here. Oh, I'm sorry, SPO. I'm just trying to, just trying to ensure that we actually get past. I'm gonna need weapons. Yeah, this is the main gimmick of the green tower. You're gonna have to, open up these passageways so you don't end up falling. Thankfully, they give you a fair bit of ammunition to help you get by. Can I just... Oh, you can just shoot those. That's pretty neat, actually. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna shoot the bottom one since it's the easy one to get. Unfortunately, my pea shoots' range isn't exactly the best. Okay, I think... Okay, that's not, It wasn't as bad as I remember it being. I think the hard mode version is worse, the expert mode version. Which I suppose goes without saying, because obviously a segment like that would be inherently difficult. And there we go, that's, and there we go. Now we just have to get over to the red terminal. This one may be a little bit tricky for a reason which will become fairly obvious as we go into it, but it's the it's probably the most well-trodden path, so don't forget to. Also, yeah, this particular camera angle doesn't help at all when trying to defuse and destroy all those bombs. I'll just put that out there. Like, this camera angle is fine, because at the very least you can see the bombs coming, but with other camera angles like that, just the one from above just makes it so much more difficult than it needs to be. Anyways, red tower. Ooh, light dash. Complicated, you say, Espio. Come now. Out of the way, fellas. Got places to be. Spared no expense. It's Robotnik. He has, like, infinite resources for some reason. Seriously, though, where does Robotnik get all this money for, like, his airships? And I mean, I know he does casinos, and that was expanded on a little bit in the visual novel. Still wondering why we still don't get more of those, by the way. But that's something that never really made much sense to me, how he was able to afford to build so many robots and spaceships and all sorts of matter of things. Yeah, this is where the gold ring is. You just come here if you want to just do the neutral route. But we're not doing the neutral route, we're doing the hero route. So you just... It's not too bad. Also, I quite like the ambiance here. It's pleasant. Also, it really does remind me of Tron Legacy in here, with all the lines going across the ceiling there. And there we go. That's the hero route. Let's see what Shadow has to say.
The truth about my past has got to be in the doctor's data somewhere.
Yes. Somehow got an A rank for that, despite being like, look how small that score is. And you know, I still get an A rank. It's like the A ranks in this game, to say the least, are quite forgiving. Okay, it's time for this boss now. The infamous one.
I see you sneaky rats are back again, huh?
Damn.
Guess who's back again? Shadow's back kissing men.
Please tell me. I need to know about my past. Who am I? What am I doing here?
Are you still wondering who you are, Shadow? There's nothing to tell, Shadow.
Yeah, he's basically just saying the same thing he did in Heroes as well.
Don't listen to him. He's just trying to trick you.
And that would lead quite nicely into the Shadow Android thing, but we're not doing that this time because Mad Matrix Dark sucks. Time for the weirdly hard version of the Egg Breaker, but first we need to do the recap. Because I forgot to do it when we did Mad Matrix.
Myself. The only clues I have are the mystical Chaos Emeralds. I have to find them. I helped Charmy get some discs.
Ah yes, some discs.
And found the fourth Chaos Emerald. I ran into the 3 detectives in the doctor's computer room. It seems that they too were looking for some of the doctor's data. We went into the database together.
Ah yes, implying that he went in with Vector and Charmy as well. And just still didn't find anything. Because... I do get the sense that with this and Cosmic Fall that there is a small little subplot at the very least in the semi-hero route with Team Chaotix working on something behind the scenes.
Please tell me.
I kind of wish that was expanded on a little bit, though. Anyways, times for this annoying boss. I say annoying for one particular reason. You know what they say? Yes, it's that boss. That boss with the funny line. Okay, so I guess you could just wall jump off of crates as well. That's a new one to me, game. You know what they say? You know what they say? Yeah, he just constantly spams that line at you whenever he gets close. You know what they say? Oh yeah, and for some reason he just says, like, invincibility here, even though it doesn't really factor into a lot of stuff. Don't worry about me, Robotnik, I'm just going up here now. Just keep saying your funny line. You know what they say? No, I don't know what they say. I have no memories, remember? I have no past. Cause you don't tell me it. How can I go along with your jokes when they don't make sense to me, Robotnik? Especially when you keep repeating them ad nauseum. Here, have a rocket to the face. Have a rocket to the face. Oh, in the face! Yeah, that went smoother than I remember. It's just I remember that particular version of the boss being weirdly egregiously hard compared to the other ones.
I have no past. What do you mean by that, Doctor?
We're not gonna find out this time around, because we're about to go into another one of the worst levels in the game. You can tell how excited I am by this prospect. Yeah, it feels like, 60% of the time we just end up in Iron Jungle at this point of the story. Either being faced with shadow androids, or...
What's up, Shadow?
Oh hey, Ogilvy.
Not you.
What are you doing on that stupid-looking ship? Looks dumb.
Nice to see you too.
Hey, Tails called us together in like 5 minutes after the cyclone blew up. Bear with us here. Like, you can see it just bolted onto the front there. It's like, we're trying, man. Are you getting in or not? We're gonna go up to space and beat up aliens. Sounds good. Count me in, buddy. Got nothing better to do. Still, what were Sonic and Co. doing in Iron Jungle anyways? I do gotta wonder. Considering this is like a Robotnik base, obviously. Guessing it's just sort of a filler place for them to hang out, but why not Death Ruins or something to that extent?
You've gotta be kidding.
Oh, time for a funny line.
This is like taking candy from a baby.
This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me. Oh no, the Kurla Neskar. Oh, good job, Shadow. Just take out the power source of the ship. Tails is gonna murder you now. It's like, I'm sick and tired of you constantly beating me up in all sorts of supplementary media, Shadow. I'm gonna beat you with this gun right here that I built in my shed. It's the flashback gun, Shadow. Have fun playing one of the worst levels in the game. Haha, idiots.
What is it?
The research lab. It's going to be destroyed. Something must be done. Please, Shadow. I beg you. Help Grandfather and those aboard the Ark.
The blue Gator... Yeah, the blue Gatorade Emerald. It's the blue Raspberry Emerald. Or maybe that's just the navy blue one. I don't know.
Of the Ark and the Professor.
So, interesting little tidbit about this particular level. Obviously, it's just the same as the Doom, considering it is just another flashback level. But, interesting little,
Shadow, this way. The experimental monsters
yeah.
are in here.
So part of me kind of feels that the way this is set up, it's like a completely opposite version of the Doom. I'll get into it a little bit once we've done the recap.
What purpose do I exist?
Yes, we already know, Shadow. We're all constantly trying to answer that question, only to realize there is no answer.
SBO and I hacked into the Doctor's database, but we didn't find anything of value. There was a showdown between me and one of the Doctor's giant robots.
It wouldn't shut up at all.
And escaped from the digital realm, but I couldn't confirm the doctor's claims. What is the truth? I can't trust my own thoughts. I have to keep moving forward.
Like, all this inner monologue sounds a whole bunch more interesting. It just, again, you really wish that the whole story was more concrete and made sense. Like, I feel here with this particular timeline, it made a decent effort to make it make sense, but it really is difficult sometimes. Anyways. Time for Lost Impact. Which, the way it says stuff about all the experimental monsters going out of control, part of me wonders if this was sort of the real story of the gun raid. It's like one of the neat things that I kind of like about this whole level and this whole game, that it doesn't actually give a concrete answer to the events of the gun raid 50 years ago, because obviously the Doom is just a fabrication made by Black Doom, and Lost Impact may very well be the right one, but it's kind of weird in that respect. Ah, grenade launchers, which will definitely be super useful against the artificial chaos. I mean, since we're here, we may as well just have a look around. I'm not going to do the hero route, I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to do Lost Impact Hero. It's arguably the second worst level in the game, because it has all the same problems as the Doom, except, well, the artificial chaos are arguably easier to spot, and they don't glitch out of the game constantly. Also, yeah, this and Cosmic Fall are the only levels to feature the artificial chaos for some reason, despite how prevalent they were in SA2. I don't really get that either. Also, just do appreciate that they just have all these ammo crates lying around, so you don't have to constantly be killing gun soldiers in order to get their weapons. I mean, I guess it isn't so bad as long as you... That's a bomb, Shadow! Maria, why do we have bombs on the Ark? Why do we have all this explosive material in a place which could easily decompressurize and kill us all? It seems highly irresponsible, Maria. Why am I the only one who thinks of these sorts of things? Yeah, let me just grab a assault rifle. Yeah, let's do it. And time for this level's unique gimmick, the gun lift. It's a turret segment, which seems pretty cool. Honestly, it's also one of those things that makes us a little bit better than the Doom, in the fact that there's at least something interesting to break up the gameplay. I'm fairly certain this is also... Yeah, the sound effect, I want to say this is also just the heavy machine gun, though obviously just fires at insane speeds. Kind of wish this was in more levels, in all honesty. The gun lift kind of rocks. I mean, I like it at the very least. Then, if you hold down the A button, you can speed it up, so... Oh, defenseless robots. You mean the ones with machine guns attached to them, Maria? What could they possibly be guarding, I wonder? Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot as many as I can because I feel like it. Yeah, it's almost as though he shouldn't have tried to play God, Maria. Let me just check. Is there not really nothing here outside of this one gun soldier who wants to kill me? Is this really just a way station? Also, yeah, when it comes to the music as well, I definitely think this is better than the Dooms as well. I think the Doom has thematically appropriate music, but this is just generally more pleasant to listen to. It's one of those things where you could definitely sort of brood to, or just listen to whilst sort of adrift. That's really the sort of sense I get about just being, well, lost and adrift in space. Also, yeah, these segments are just out in open space, I just realized. Somehow Maria can survive out here. I mean, you could argue oxygen field, but the game doesn't really say anything to that effect, so I guess Maria can just breathe in space. I guess that's the benefits of space aids, or just generally living on the Ark. You just have the ability to breathe in space. There's another one. You know, let's see what's over here first. More, I mean... for some reason it really wants to give me grenade launchers. You know what? Fine, I'll play your game. I'll see... I see you wanting me to play Demo Man. So fine, I'll play the Scottish Cyclops, because I'm technically a Cyclops.
Which way did it go?
There's another one. I guess they just figured the grenade launch is pretty good for this, but yeah, I definitely still prefer the, anything else, really. Also, fairly certain there's a, honestly, the secret key reward you can get here is probably one of the funniest in the game. If I can find it. Just follow the rings, I guess. There's one. At the very least, I think I can see the logic at the very least, where you just sort of have to follow a lot of the routes. Here, oh, here's the door. Here's the door. Let's see what's behind this special door. Yeah, for some reason they just put an armored car here. No idea why, considering it's not all that useful, but... Hey, you can drive it. The shading on it's kind of screwed, considering it's all black, but... You can drive the Jeep in here. Here, let me just quickly get rid of these ones real quick. Ah! The explosive barrels from Half-Life make a return. I think I want to just make a quick U-turn here. Yeah, I think there was some stuff in the last segment which I missed out on, so let's just go back and get those real quick. I may as well be thorough. May as well be thorough. I think we want to go back this way. Back through the wall here. Again, it doesn't help that a lot of these areas all look the same. Okay, elevator. Let's see where this leads. Oh, Gerald didn't tell you that he's been making weapons of mass destruction in here, Maria. It really is a shame. That you have to find out like this, I mean.
I just saw one of the research experiments up above.
May as well keep going, see if there's any more up here. Ah. Yeah, they really want you to be thorough with this whole part of the game, don't they? See, we've already done half of them. Again, the main reason I'm doing this is because I don't think we're gonna be... I don't think we're actually going to be coming back to this level, so I may as well showcase off a fair bit of it. And also just hang out with Maria a little bit, because... Well, I think a lot of people do appreciate about this particular level. Just being able to stay here with Maria. Okay, we've already been in here. No gun left here either, so we don't have to worry about that, so I can just go forward to the next one.
They don't give up. They're multiplying at an extreme rate.
I think this way was the way we're supposed to go next, and here we are. Sorry, buddy, I just took away all your cover against these freaky-looking aliens. Maybe there's some more up here, actually. May as well just go check this way as well. Oh. Well, this seems kind of pointless. I mean, I think this is mostly just here because, again, I feel as though they just have these rooms built in sort of sets. And then just plunk them down. It's like Forge pieces in Halo. Where they just have all these, like, set map pieces which are just plonked down everywhere. Anyways, time for the next gun lift segment. Yeah, you just... Ow. It is a little bit satisfying, though, just shooting those things at point blank. I think there's also artificial chaos just sort of hiding off the beaten track, as it were.
Watch the shadows. The research experiment might be hiding in them.
Like there, for instance.
Good job, Shadow.
And right here. I think this is one that I think a lot of people tend to miss out on. Any more around here? It's like, I think we're making fairly decent time. We've already been at this for like 10 minutes. This level sucks. Yeah, this really is just nothing but a way station, isn't it? It's like, now it's here. Except just more guns, which we don't need because gun left. And look at that! We actually go into space. I think this is honestly kind of a cool looking section, actually. Even though I have no idea how Maria's able to breathe here. Also, there's the whole segment there with its own gun lift, which I think is mostly just there for you to get keys and whatnot. I don't think there's actually anything down there which you necessarily need in order to proceed in the hero mission of the release. Could be wrong, because again, it has been a hot minute. Also kind of weird that there's no chaos out here, considering they were all over outer space in Cosmic Wall. I remember this particular segment though, because jump scare. Yeah, they just put one back there to jump scare you. They think they're charming like that. Need to go over here and press the button here. Ah, well, that's a big one. Or at least it was a big one. Fall down already, you fool. There we go. Thank you. Let's see what was behind the other door first. Another checkpoint. Nice. No, Marie, I don't think they look cute. I think they still look horrifying. I'll happily take more assault rifle ammo for these things. Okay, I suppose this is a fairly neat little change of pace. Actually going through one of these whole elevator segments going downwards. I'm trying to find positives here, alright? Checkpoints and more doors. Let's see what's behind of it. There's the goal ring, and let's see what's behind here first. Obviously, there is nothing. I have been bamboozled. Yeah, I think we've had enough of this level. It's been 12 minutes! Sorry, Maria, we got places to be.
There's no doubt about it. I remember this place.
Yes.
The place I was born.
Yeah, the doctor was wrong. Suck it, doctor. I do have a past. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. E. E. What a shame. Obviously, you are supposed to just go on to True Hero from that, but here we are again.
Damn it. What does it all mean? These memories.
Here it actually makes a fair bit more sense that he'd be
Nothing makes sense.
trying to piece things together, because the context is there at the very least.
Long time, Shadow.
And here we are with round 2 of Oliver Garden.
How do you know my name?
I know you, Shadow the Hedgehog. You killed everyone I loved. My family, Maria. I've been waiting all my life.
Actually, as far as I'm aware,
What? Me?
according to like the original Japanese dub of this game, I'm fairly certain Oliver was actually an orphan, which is why he was just on the ark with Maria.
Maria was like a sister to me.
At least I'm fairly certain.
She was the only
Still have no idea
family
how
I
he's
knew.
actually on the ark, because
And because
I
of you,
figured Maria was sort of a special case in that regard, that, you know, everybody here is like super advanced scientists that would make Black Mesa look
the
like
plan to create that
apes.
horrifying evil creature.
And Maria's just sort of a special case considering she has space aids and is Gerald's granddaughter. So no idea why Oliver with his freaky looking eyes and bug face is here.
So, the professor created me with Black Doom?
You don't fool me! It's not just about Maria.
It's about family, and that's what's so powerful about it.
Killed when the Ark was destroyed. Worst of all, my family. Finally, justice is served.
Nothing personnel, kid.
If what you say is true, then I will respectfully accept my fate.
You mean to tell me that you really don't remember a thing?
Well, I certainly don't remember you for a start, but you did shoot me in the face, so you'll have to forgive me, but I did accidentally break your legs back there. Ah! You can tell this is going on a little bit. Anyways, it's time for Cosmic Fall again. It's time for the funny crocodile mission. It's time to find the computer room. I will admit the whole skybox with the Ark there and the lights does look surprisingly pretty. Just generally speaking, I think the Ark looks good in this game, even though a lot of the assets from it are just recycled from Adventure 2. And you can really sort of you can really sort of tell. It really shows. Especially since this is one of those segments which Sonic's just has a whole big rail grinding segment. Yeah, I think here we just don't necessarily have to worry too much about the time limit. Also, not have to worry about killing everything in our path. Because everything here is mostly just Black Arm soldiers. Ah, assault rifle. Not interested in your games anymore, Black Doom. Haven't been interested in them for a good long while, actually. I'm here for my boys, the Chaotix. Who... I don't know, it really just feels as though they only really get any respect in the comics. Though I do, at the very least, appreciate that, oh, the giants can also reflect bullets with their hands. That's pretty neat. I'm not interested in your incessant talking, Black Doom. I'm here for my boys, the Chaotix. I do appreciate that they retained Vector wanting to bed Vanilla from X. Again, it's like one of those things where a lot of supplemental material, which isn't necessarily canon, can come back and augment the actual mainline series, like Shadow's inhibitor rings, or again, Vector and Vanilla. Hey, Vector! What are you doing here? Alright, let's go find this computer room of yours, Vector. Yeah, sure, buddy. And we also get to showcase something else in this level. Well, I would if I would happily help if they stopped shooting me. So yeah, technically speaking, this level has technically 2 gold rings. It's just that one is before another. How very observant, Vector. No wonder you're an ace detective. Hey, I'm trying to make do here. Espio's really the one who was the detective one. I was mostly in for the music. Until Sonic left the band and left me out to dry. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that. Still. I do sort of like the idea that Vector wasn't actually the main sort of detective who founded the Chaotix. Obviously, in the main sort of classic canon, in quotations, Espio was the detective before he was retconned to being a ninja, so I like to imagine that Espio mostly just took Vector in after Sonic left the band. And together they formed the Chaotix Detective Agency, and then they decided to look after Charmy after he got brain damage. I'm not gonna let the brain damage thing go, by the way, because it's like, if, you know, this game talking about terrorists in 2005 as well, just Flynn giving Charmy brain damage in the Archie comics is just something else, man. Just, I don't know what it is about this series trying to tackle all these super serious topics. Why it feels inclined to do so. I guess just it's because Adventure 2 set the precedent, but at the same time, SA2 was more sort of highly special conditions in that it was supposed to be the last Sonic game, so it's just like, well, if it's gonna be the last, we may as well go out with it, and then it turned out not to be, and it's just like, shoot. Okay. Alright, take care. We're nearly done here anyways. We just gotta get ourselves to the computer room. And yeah, I'm not gonna bother with a recap here, mostly just because I want to get this level done. Just what I expect with a man with the same code as the boss. I do also appreciate them just doing all this sort of spectacle stuff here with the camera angles, so yeah. Behind here is a switch. Let's see where the switch leads. Oh, there was... Okay, so that switch just presents a whole bunch of light dash rings. Which also makes avoiding the goal ring there a whole lot easier, because with that triangle jump there, it's very easy to just fall into the goal ring when you don't mean to do so. Thankfully, that's not so much a problem here. Okay, this level's actually pretty neat. I mean, I'm just saying that because obviously with the power of cheat codes, I can just cheese more of the sort of egregious parts of a level, but at the same time, just incorporating the mech into this and this whole segment here, it's like, yeah, this is pretty cool, actually. It's like it does a surprising amount with basically just falling platforms for most of the level. Kind of surprised that the mech could even make that jump, actually. And that's how it's done. I keep telling my boy Espio that's how it's done, and he never listens. Don't get your temples in a twist, Vector. We'll get there. Okay, this is pretty cool. It's like this level really sort of goes whole hog with the whole spectacle aspect. Also, yeah, the light dash rings really do make it a whole lot easier. It's like I definitely prefer this sort of segment compared to, say, the gravity drums in Final Chase. Just a lot of this stuff is cool. Oh, I think we're nearly there. I can see the green lights. That means we're about to get to the computer room.
Hey, look there! It's the computer room!
As we ascend into heaven.
Computer room!
Bingo. We found it. We found the computer room.
For what reason do I exist? The answers are just up ahead.
Yes. Now that we found the computer room, maybe this computer will have all the answers I'm seeking on it.
Perfect.
Heck yeah.
What is this defiance?
Black Doom, I need to know the truth.
Which is why I'm here, in the computer room.
Referred to as the evil one. Tell me, I need to know.
It is true. I created it. I am your father.
Hey, Shadow! You okay?
I mean, I know this is whole sort of world-shaking info for you, buddy, but still.
Accept my
Massive alien in front of us. We may want to do something about that.
Avenge the victims who died aboard the Ark on that tragic day.
The humans seem to have convinced you of this absurdity. Therefore, I have no choice but to kill you too.
I can imagine the semi-hero ending acting as sort of like a nice little, Let me just quit out of here so we can see the... I could see it being like a sort of second act, sort of third act opener. Just Shadow, after revealing and finding out the truth of his involvement with the Ark Raid, vowing to avenge all those who died on the Ark and beat Black Doom. Anyways, time to wrap things up.
My search for the truth is about to come to an end. On the spaceship ride to the Ark, the moment I found the 5th emerald, I remembered a past accident. The Ark collapsed after the black creature's attack, and I was left behind. I ran into Vector, and I helped him find the computer room.
Yeah, he said find the computer room.
There's only one more Chaos Emerald to go. The truth is within my grasp.
Alright. Let's rock him and sock him. It's time for another Black Doom thing. Just, again. It's weird. It's like...
Black Doom.
With most of these stories, the Dark Route is the one that makes the most sense for you to go on, but I do definitely generally prefer going the hero route for the ending at the very least, because it's more in line with Shadow's character, and Black Doom is generally the more interesting of the final bosses, in my eyes. As Sean Schemmel uses his uses even more stolen techniques. Wow, I think this might actually have the most weapons of any of the Black Doom boss fights, now that I think about it. Ooh, rockets. I'll happily take a bunch of rockets with me. Alright, take that! On their new tour coming soon. Alright, where you gonna pop up with your instant transmission? It really is just like Goku, isn't it? Ah yes, I am now using 2% of my power! Just wait till you no longer become invincible, then I'll show you. Because I am bulletproof. Yeah, it feels as though you get a whole bunch of hero gauge just from shooting this man. Yeah, it feels like, generally speaking, this is probably the easiest of the Black Doom boss fights. Yeah, you get a whole bunch of hero gauge just from shooting him in the face. It's great. Yeah, this is thematically appropriate. Yeah, it's like the mechanics of this are kind of fun as well. I never really was on your side.
This is what I must do for my atonement.
And you gotta deal with it. Sweet, A rank.
Perfect.
And now we get the saddest ending. With the sad music. As Victor's just standing there like, hey, kind of feels like I'm intruding on the moment a little bit here.
This isn't over yet.
You still have the hero ending.
We'll rise again.
I am Shadow the Hedgehog, a research experiment gone deadly wrong. I've caused so much destruction. I should never have been created. This is who I am.
Yep, he should have never been born. Vector! I know that's a 4Kids edition, but still, it's just so morose. Like, read the room, Vector. Shadow's about to go and end it all. He's about to go and hit his killbind. So yeah, that's the super sad ending, where Shadow decides that, yeah, I think he put it suitably fine himself, where he sees himself as just this abomination that caused the death of so many innocent people alongside Maria. And for what? What does the ultimate life form mean when all you bring is death? What kind of a life is that? I don't know, I'm just sort of making things up as I go, as is most of the case here, but yeah. Apologies for not doing sort of direct semi-hero, just doing Lost Impact instead of Space Gadget, but honestly, at the end of the day, I don't think it necessarily matters, and kind of feel that Lost Impact here kind of fits more, to be brutally honest. That and just wanting to play around with the chaotics a little bit, because honestly, Mad Matrix Hero is a much more fun mission than I remember it being. I just remember it being kind of painful with all the stuff in the Green Tower, but no, it was surprisingly good. I don't know, but with regards to Chosen One, maybe it's just because it was the one that was actually featured in this game, but something feels a little bit sort of try-hard emo about this, more so than Broken and All of Me, which again sort of share a similar vibe, but I suppose they're a bit more brooding as opposed to this, which is more just sort of I want attention. That's the sort of vibe I get from this particular song, is it? I want attention. I'm all moody and emo and just want people to notice me. That's the vibe I get. It's as opposed to the other songs, which generally feel a fair bit more, I suppose, sad, really, especially in the case of All of Me. But then again, I suppose this does fit a little bit better with the Crush 40 tracks, but then again, with stuff like Almost Dead, feels like a lot of stuff is just off the table in that regard. Wow, look at all these cool cinematics that we didn't see this time around. Better go and play the dark route to see how we end up blowing up the White House. Alright, we're just about to wrap things up. We're just going through the credits to the semi-hero route. Kinda curious to go and try and find the names of the routes I took, actually. See how morose and edgy they get, because I imagine there'll be a fair bit more interest in the semi-dark ones by just the fact that it's not the semi-dark ending. Yep, 2005. This game is 20 years old. Okay, library. I'm guessing they're more sort of near the bottom. So let's see, okay, one to succeed a god. Disappointment in humanity, Together with Maria. I think that's the title of the semi-dark story we got, which seems kind of fitting, but at the same time kind of just, again, morose. I don't know, just something about that title just makes my skin crawl a little bit. For freedom! At least be like Shadow. I don't know, it feels like for a lot of these, they're just trying to... A lot of these sort of feel like filler a little bit, like, The Lion's Awakening, Identity. I mean, obviously, Android's Rebellion, New Empire's Beginning are sort of, more sort of, designed this way. I think it's more sort of the case that the straight routes are more... the ones that are fought out a little bit. Bullets from Tears, Journey to Nihility. Shadow, Surpassing Shadow. Steel Ruler. Okay, I think the one we went is near the bottom, actually. Let's see. I think we're sort of in the correct ballpark. Just gotta keep going down a little bit. Isolation by choice. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Distorted Truth. I think that's the one we got, which I mean it makes sense given the context. As there was a lot of stuff there relating to Shadow's messed up past. Then we also got to hang out with the Chaotix a little bit, so... A counterfeit existence. The birth of the devil. The torn away... What does this even mean in the context of this particular ending? It's like... Again, they were just trying to pull names out of a hat. It's like, some of these at least make sense. It's Steel Nation's Decree, Black Thunder, Dark Mist, Beginnings. What does it mean by torn away necklace? Anyways, I think that's going to be all for now. Next time is probably going to be the last story. It's probably going to be the extra long one, because I'm going to be doing both hero endings and then the last story. Well, you know, I'll probably put out a poll, actually, as to whether you want me to just do the last story after the hero endings, or put the last story alongside expert mode, like I tried to do last time. But, until then, thank you for tuning in to the semi-hero endings, where we're finally starting to come to the end of this whole game. The timeline loops are about to come to an end, but until then, thank you for tuning in once again, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.